that somebody's name? Bobrisky. I thought it's a song.
If you feel your husband is not romantic enough because he doesn't buy you flowers, he doesn't give you money, he doesn't take you to expensive restaurants, he doesn't take you out for shopping, this is the solution. Grab his shirt, take him out for shopping, take him to expensive restaurants, buy him flowers. The romance can start with you too. After all, you are both in the marriage together. And don't forget to give him money.
Your lifestyle will be a function of the information available to your mind.
Today is a day of joy, a day of joy, a day of joy.
Surprise!
Abel Damina, Pastor Abel Damina has finally thrown jabs. The things we are discussing in this video is very tactical. Please stay tuned to the end because the way they see this one now. One, you want to yeah me, nigga? Welcome back again to Being Real Judge Analysis. I've always missed you guys. But first of all, let's listen to what Abel Damina talks about emotional intelligence, because right now, I don't know if you are seeing the way the world is going like this. Like right now, Superman is now being portrayed as being gay in comics for kids to read. And imagine those that have looked at Superman as a figure in their life. Just imagine that. I may not agree with everything Abel Damina preaches, but I like it when people talk in a way that it makes sense to you. Listen to this video as Abel Damina talks about emotional intelligence, why you yourself might be acting the way you are acting out of your feelings, you call emotions, or sometimes, like Dr. Miles Monroe would say, chemicals in your system, which you don't really understand what triggers those chemicals, but he gets to expose something to you as he takes a jab on Bobrisky.
Okay, very good.
And the world is being bombarded with information you do not need. Information you do not need. Yesterday I stumbled on one video on social media. He said you have nyash, you have breast, you have brain, you can cook, you are a wife material. I mean, how can that make you a wife material? So a woman just thinks because she has bum, she has breast, she has intelligence, she can cook food, she's a wife material. But there's more to being a wife than just breast and the bum and what? Intelligence and cooking. There's much more to it. There's character, which is the main thing that makes a wife. There's character. You know, but they didn't put character there. They just put bum, breast, intelligence, you can cook, you're a wife material. And people are listening to that music, they are dancing to it. And a lot of ladies are taking that as their narrative on what I need to be a wife material. So all kinds of things are coming on social media. All kinds of things are flowing around the world. And that's what it was designed. And that's why you've got to control. You've got to control. You've got to control. Control what your children watch. Control what they see. They may tell you are trying to manipulate them. Don't listen to them. Insist, because it's important. If they turn out to be good, it will be your glory. If they turn out to be rebellious and nasty, it will be your shame. You've got to take charge. Take charge of your home. Take charge of your world. Take charge of your environment. If you need to employ a cane, employ a cane. It will not kill. It will only help to put order and decency. I'm teaching good this morning. That's why many people battle. They struggle to embrace the truths that we preach, because their minds have been abused by religion, abused by wrong thought patterns, abused by wrong information. And because they have spent many years in that wrong information, it has formed strongholds. And those strongholds are fighting against the truth of God's word. I have said it over and over. When falsehood becomes an institution, truth looks like rebellion. And that information will direct your emotions. You know, some people say, I don't feel like a man. Even though I'm a man, I feel like a woman. You know why they feel like a woman? They've been exposed to information that tells them that they're women. So because they've been exposed to an information that tells them they're women, they have gender crisis. And because they have gender crisis, that crisis has become real because their mind has embraced it and configured their emotions. It's in the mind. All of these lesbians, homosexuals, those given to bestiality, all of these bisexuals, all of them are victims of identity crisis. They expose themselves to an information that programmed and configured their feelings. So you see a man, disgusting, and you wonder, he says, that's how I was born. No, he was not born like that. He was exposed to an information at a point of his life where he was not guarded, where he was not protected, either by his parents or by his guardians. Nobody was protecting him, and he himself didn't know what to protect himself from. So he exposed himself to an information that configured his emotions. That's why he's feeling like a woman. You wonder what's wrong with him. Everything is wrong with him, beginning from what he heard, which conditioned what he thinks, which affected how he feels, and now affects how he acts. All right? So such people are not hopeless. Such people are not evil. Such people are not bad. They are victims of circumstances. They are in dire need of help. They do not call for our judgment because you have not been where they were. Maybe if you were where they were, you will have been worse than them. You've got to be where somebody is first and not be like he is to be able to judge him. But if you've not been where he is, you don't judge him. You look for how to help him. That's why God doesn't judge us. He comes into our circumstances and he helps us out of our circumstances. God commended his love towards us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ didn't judge us. God sent not his son into the world to judge the world, but that through him the world might be saved. So when you see people in certain very uncomfortable conditions, don't be judgmental because you have not been where they have been. So you don't understand what they were exposed to. Am I talking to somebody here? You show some understanding, show some compassion, show some love. If that's all you do is enough. But you can go beyond that and help to bring such people out. We have a ministry of reconciliation, not a ministry of destruction. Teaching good this morning. They were exposed to information. You know, when you hear of some children that are abused by the gate man, abused by the house help, abused by an uncle, it's not their fault. Somebody that was meant to protect them was careless. And they didn't know what to protect themselves from. They were vulnerable and somebody took advantage of them. You don't look at them judgmentally. You look for how to help. Such people, they didn't put themselves into those conditions. So that's why you reach out with understanding. You reach out. Bible says, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye that are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, not judgmental. In the spirit of meekness, considering yourself, lest you also be tempted. Meaning that what they are going through, you're not better than them. Maybe if you were in their shoe, you will have been worse than them. So let there be an understanding as you seek to help people. Am I teaching good? It is the fruit that we see from how you relate. The fruit that we see from how you conduct your life that shows whether you are hearing something or reading something or you're not. It's not just in telling us the titles of books you have read. It is a fruit that it produces in your interpersonal relationship that shows whether you are really hearing or reading or not. You know, not some secular crazy models. Modeling after Rihanna, modeling after, what is the name of the other one, Seth? There's one, Lady Gaga. And modeling after some of those so lousy, funny, Bobrisky stuff. Hello here. Is that somebody's name? Bobrisky. I thought it's a song. You modeling after crazy people. Models of this world. The models of this world should not be our models. We are godly people. We are in this world, but we are not of this world. When you begin to gravitate towards secular people and they become your models, your Christianity has a problem. There is nothing in them that should attract you. Nothing. Nothing in them should attract you. Because you and them are not in the same kingdom. When you look at some of them, all you should feel is pity and compassion. What you should be thinking about is how you can reach them and get them born again.
Hello, Dad.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I called to tell you something.
Yeah.
Well, I have a girlfriend.
Living with you?
No.
Well, what do you mean? Girlfriend, lover?
Yeah.
Is that the one you introduced me to before?
I don't think so.
Is that the one I'm talking about?
No.
It was one you introduced me to when Didi was wedding.
No, that's my best friend.
Huh?
That's my best friend. The one that was at the wedding?
Yeah.
No, that's my best friend.
Okay, so you're not more friendly with her?
No, she's my friend.
So she's your friend, not your lover?
No.
The one you're talking about now is your lover?
Yes.
Okay. That's super, that's good.
Thank
As
you.
long as you enjoy it and you're healthy.
I am healthy and happy, and I love you.
I love you more. What's her name? Again, as long as you're enjoying it, you're healthy.
I am healthy and happy.
That's all I care.
Thank you.
Okay. Stay well with her.
Okay.
No super quarrel, you know that?
No, none.
No super destruction, you know what I mean?
None of that.
Okay. Just take it easy with whoever it is.
Okay.
And she should be able to understand you. You understand her.
Yes.
Life goes on smoothly without any fracas.
Yes.
Yeah?
Very true.
All right. All right.
Okay,
Say
Dad.
hi to her.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you, Dad.
I love you more. You have a nice day.
I don't know if you guys saw that, because like, you know, hey Dad, I'm seeing another woman. You see, there's something about the love of a father which sometimes, I think sometimes when I look at my family, it's as if my dad, most times, like, he loves my sisters a lot. Like, it's as if he doesn't love me, but I know he loves me. But when it comes to that attention and that, like, you know, that feeling, yeah, I see it more with my sisters. I don't know what connection that the fathers have with the daughters and the daughters and the mothers have with the sons, because my mom is always yearning out for me, even though I'm someone that is a little bit like, you know, and I would expect that from my dad, but my dad is like, he doesn't even care whether, sometimes I see whether I even exist, except my mom is like, okay, hey, this is what's happening with your son, or your son is here, your son is going here, or something. You understand what I mean? But that was really interesting. But the comment here by Eva is what I find really interesting. The father already had an inclination as to her sexuality. He didn't seem surprised. This is something you have to know. Sometimes parents, some of you watching me, when I look at my data, most of you are older than me by far. I'm 27, still young, very much single, searching, but not searching really hard, because one day you have to make money before you start thinking of that part of your life, you understand? But you see, parents sometimes can predict their children's inclinations, because parents are very observant, except you are adopted or something, but true parents really observe their children and know their tendencies. They know they cannot control your present. They know they cannot control what to evolve to be, what you evolve to be. If growing up, I grew up with a lot of spanking, okay? So if I get to live far away from my parents, I could become anything. But in the end, when I remember where I come from, it always keeps me in check. I don't know if you understand. The way she started talking with the dad, of course, she was sounding a little bit defensive, but when she got the reply that was not what she expected, you see the way she melted and was even crying. Is she picking a good path for her life as a person? Sincerely speaking, I would say For me to even pause alone is not, I will just say no. But even that pause I gave before even saying this right now is showing you how this might become a normal lifestyle in the future. I'm telling you, I have met girls that I want to really have something romantic to do with them, and the girl tells me openly, George, I do girls, I don't do boys. The best we can be is friends. Some would tell me, George, I am used to using materials. I don't use human beings. I mean, these are people that talk like plainly, so there is no future in this. That is why I like open-minded people. People are now becoming very open with this. Why? Because we have been exposed to this on movies, on Netflix, on this, so it becomes normalized in the mind of people. Movies themselves, that's why when Abel Damina was talking about the informations you are exposed to defining and shaping your emotions, I got to understand something really significant there. I'm not gonna lie, I like Bobby. I'm very real. You can marry a girl that has everything, but you see, the one thing you would live with forever in your life is that person's character. You grow old, all those things will fade, then the breast will sag, the nyash will go, if you like, pump it up, everything. The one thing you would live with forever in your life with this person as a husband or as a wife is that person's character. Characters even amplify when you now even get married. So even when you're in a relationship, observe this thing, because when you get married, it amplifies. Everything becomes in the amplified mood, like how we have the amplified Bible. Can you live with this person's character forever? The body itself will change. I be fine boy today, tomorrow my face go sag, everything go, muscles go come out. Don't be like saying now while I do gym, everything go. But the character remains.
Hola! Topada, tepede, topada, tepede, ro, kat, kedai.